I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But there's a power regulator in the old Botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned,
Oh.
so all that
Okay,
power is being
so we're
squandered.
gonna overthrow this
Go
guy.
down to the
There's
geothermal plant. Reroute power from the Botanical District over to us. Once their power's
we're gonna
shut
let him
down,
finish
you
talking.
can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The Botanical Labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the Botanical Labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the Botanical Lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to...
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of...
Alright. So there are three ways that we can accomplish the means of this goal. We can divert power back to Edgewater. Not even talk to Adelaide. We can bypass her completely. She is completely optional. Or we may go talk to Adelaide, see what she wants. And then there's a third option, which I won't reveal until we go do what we're going to go do. We're going to go talk to Adelaide first. And then I will tell you about the second option and the third option a little bit more. Because things aren't so black and white with this guy. Bhavati will want to talk to me here in just a second.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Sure can.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
See? Everything's so black and white.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks,
Okay,
mister.
I didn't find this out until a little bit later, but you can have the vicar come with you on your ship. I didn't realize he was a fucking campaign.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Oh, damn. Now it's gonna get super hot in here. Pavati wanted to talk to you.
I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer me single words, and slink away. I can't you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Until you come join me. I do believe he's an optional companion. The storyline ones will basically just stick right out to you, like Bhavati here. Right there. She's a storyline. I don't think you get your next one until Felix. Alright. So we're gonna go talk to the people in Botanical Lab. I fucked up a bit. Shit. Alright. Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay. That's the easiest way right there. Oh, no. We will search these guys, though, real quick. And then there's some bad guys over here, I do believe. I have no maglocks. Hello? These people are all dead? Yeah, an assault rifle too. Ooh, and it's a heavy. Alright. Steal everything that's not nailed down. All the food is worth money, so... And these little things like that are like drugs, so... We'll be needing those to become addicted to later. I do not endorse, nor do I condemn addicts. I just want to say that. If that's what you want to do, boo-boo, that's what you want to do. I love you no matter which way you look at it. No matter which way you look at it, I still love you. I love everyone. I take that back. I don't love everybody. Some people just annoy the dog shit out of me, and I can't help it.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Grace. We're not going to talk to her yet.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
No, she's
Oh
just
gosh, no,
gonna bring me.
I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town?
Me.
I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
Talk to me,
Fact
my
is,
guy.
I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering?
Yes,
Comes
I
in a
have.
set of 3. If I had
I know where
hands on one of
volume
those
3
data
is.
pads, I could teach
Right off
myself
grip.
the ins and outs.
That elusive number
Those are
3,
good.
I know where it
My
is.
dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
1 is in the cannery, 2 is in the community center, and then 3 is where we're going to be going. But we will go get all this
Would
stuff
you?
before
I'd
we
be grateful.
move on. Ooh,
Any
actually.
luck? What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing, but the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be well. I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe... The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater.
Oop. That's time limit, but we are gonna keep going.
And nothing to lose.
We're gonna...
Spores of the puffball cast on the... It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You're eliminating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them.
Yeah.
You know that's true, don't you,
Yeah.
Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork.
His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Yep. Alright. I really don't like her throwing that in her face. But I really don't like... Okay. So what are we gonna do here? I don't much like throwing that in her face. What do you have again?
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
No, I'm gonna listen to Pravati. Cause me and Pravati, we on the same page.
To learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law.
See, this is why I like her.
Gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one that ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Yeah, but we gonna do that. We gonna do that. You coming with me. All the way. Just let you know, I will not do anybody else. She will be my one and only companion. I will take the rest of the game with me. That is a challenge. I am admitting that right now. I'm only doing Pravati. Oh, they're gonna force me with storyline companion, so she won't be the only one. But from here, she'll be the only chosen companion. There we go. Okay. This is all the time we have left. Next time, we're going to be doing these. So I'll throw it up on the map right now. We've made some pretty good time. Look at the loadout we got right now. We got stuff going on here. All right. Got some new armor today. Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. If you're liking what you're seeing, hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel about this game series. I personally love it.
So what's the
I am a big Fallout fan. Bethesda has their own thing going out, but I have always been a New Vegas person over any other. Fallout New Vegas was probably their prime star candidate. If they remade that, do you know how many people would come out of the fucking woodwork? Anyways, that's just my opinion on that subject. I love the Fallout series, so Fallout in Space was right up my alley. And that's basically their best selling point. This is Fallout in Space. But it is Outer Worlds. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that for me. Bye-bye.